Hey guys and girls, how's it going, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Resurrection with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, having yourself a great day as always. In the last episode, we managed to make ourselves some amazing electrical goodness in the form of our steam turbine. Yes, which is very cool indeed. But today, I'm going to show you some cool things I made, some new machines. Yeah, it's going to be great. And we're going to make ourselves a bit of storage, because I think that's going to be very important. Now, I did manage to go find a village. I think on my map, I might be able to find it. Here we go. Yeah, I found a village all the way over here, which is kind of chilling. And I had some good stuff in there, so I looted some chests and whatnot. I had a railcraft villager in there that gave me some railcraft bits and bobs. I'll show you in a sec. Plus a load of oil, which is really good. I primarily went out kind of looking for decent veins. I found a really good copper vein around here, which is going to be super helpful. And there was an iron one kind of around here, but I don't think I marked it. And I also found a load of spider trees, you know, like the farmcraft trees that have all the little spiders in them. I found a few of those, and I got myself some ender lily seeds, and I made like a little spare chest for it, for all my kind of loots that I've been gathering. Down here I got some bee stuff from the beekeeper in the village, which is cool, and a division sigil, a music disc, and other little bits and bobs. See, pretty cool. Although there is no way I'm spending my last diamond to get myself a disc player, a jukebox. That just is not. I know I like them, but that isn't happening. I also found some purple drink, which is very nice indeed. Right, let's take these out, because for some reason whenever I shift click, my stuff all goes in there, which is a pain in the bottom. And this is what I was talking about, my railcraft stuff. Don't I look really fancy? Look, check it out. Look, I got little pants on, little railcraft pants, engineer's overalls, protection against the dangers of track working. That's exactly what we need in a place like this, and we got it. So these are the machines that I've made. Let's have a look. I've got myself, obviously we already had the basic electric furnace, but I've made a basic wire mill, a bending machine, and a lathe. And basically, I've just been making these as we get the steel for them. So I've just had this continuously running, topping it up every time, getting as much steel as we can. I think between this and the next episode, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make more of these furnaces. I'm probably going to make another 2 if I can get away with it. And it's going to cost us half the price now, though, because obviously I have the bending machine. For every plate, it's only going to cost us 1 ingot, which is, you know, pretty good. I like that. So it's going to make it half the price. So, you know, while it's on discount, you always got to go get it, haven't you? So that's what I'm going to do. Now, what we're going to make today is we're going to make some batteries, I think, because this area here is fine, but we only have one thing producing 32 EU per tick. So having that coming out of there and into these machines is all good, but when I try and run like more than 1 or 2, it just goes and gives up. So, and we all know that GregTech machines, that when they run out of power during a process, they end their process and you have to start all the way from the beginning again, a lot like the steam ones. So if we can get some kind of backed up power while they're not being used, I would be very cool with that. So what we use in GregTech to back up power is known as a battery buffer. Yes, one of these little guys. And we're just going to want a low voltage buffer, because obviously at the minute we're only dealing with LV power, which is 32. So we're going to need a battery buffer, and we're also going to need a battery to go inside that buffer, because, you know, you can't just have a battery buffer without a battery. That wouldn't work. So we need to make one of those, and to make the battery buffers and all the bits that we need to make the particular types of batteries. And there's a lot of different types of batteries and different fluids you can add to the batteries to make them, you know, have a higher voltage or a higher storage or whatnot. And to do this, we're going to need a couple of machines. So the first one we're going to need is going to be an electrolyzer. Yes. Do you know what? I just really like the name of this one. There's just something about it, isn't there? So an electrolyzer needs all of these bits. Now, I did go ahead and make some bits off of camera, so we should be good. I made some circuits. I made some LV machine holes, which should be, you know, kind of handy for this. So we're going to need those. We're going to need a tin cable and some gold wires. So let's see what we got. We got a tin cable, and we're going to need some gold wires. I think I'm going to cook up 2 of these, and now that we have our wire mill, things have just got a little bit easier, because for each one of these we'll get ourselves 2 wires, which is great. But, you know, it's just a little bit easier because I'm not having to use my tools all the time. We still have to use them for certain things, but not much. There is another machine I could do with, but I just haven't made it yet. And that will help with something else. But the general progression line of being able to, you know, use the hammer, the smelting and such for all the different things is kind of slowly coming together. I can think about taking these down at some point and using them for materials, because, you know, we can turn these back into materials, which is Very nice. So there we go. We got our 4 of those, which we needed to make our electrolyzer. We need a piece of glass, and that should do it for us. So let's grab you. Let's go to here and poof. And what am I missing? I'm missing something. I need another one of these, don't I? Let's grab one more circuit, and that should do it for us. Sweet, so we got an electrolyzer. And the other thing we're going to need, because we're going to need a way of filling our battery with fluid, we're going to use a canning machine, because these guys are cool. So we want, again, to go with the basic one. We can't use an expensive one, because we haven't got the power to do that at the minute. So we're going to go with one of these. So we're going to need another electronic circuits. We're going to need some more tin cables, machine holes and such. I think I already have these, which is good. And we're also going to need some tin cables. We're going to need a few more tin cables for this. So let's get a bit of tin cooking up into cables. A couple more coppers, why not? We might as well get those turned into cables. As long as we've got some spares, then that's always good, isn't it? So we'll do that. And for the pump that we're going to need for the canning machine, we're going to need some rubber rings. We're going to need some cables. So these rubber rings require a knife. And I don't think I have a knife, but I do know how to make a knife, so... And I've been cooking up a load of wrought iron. I was going to use this for tools, because I know wrought iron's like pretty handy for tools, isn't it? I quite like it for tools. So let's pop those now, get those going. We'll make our knife first, I think, before we do this, because, you know, it's another one of the things that we just kind of need. So let's grab some of this. And we're going to need 2 bits, because we need a rod, and we also need a plate to be able to do this. So rods can be made in our lathe, so we'll pop you in there. Cool, cool. And we've got our copper wires now, which is excellent. And then we can place this one in our bending machine to do this as well. The bending machine, when you make it, does require an integrated circuit. And to make an integrated circuit, it's really easy, because you basically just get a circuit, put it in a crafting table, and it gives you an integrated circuit. And then to change the configuration of the circuit, excuse me, all you do is you place it inside the crafting table, and you go ahead and you add the screwdriver in different areas to change the configuration on it. So the top left hand corner will give you the configuration of one which is required for the basic bending machine, which is great. So there's that one. Let's get this other guy done up. There we go. So we'll get a plate out of this. See, how much better is that? 50% of the cost. It's great. So I'm so pleased that we finally got a basic bending machine. Once we get past this stage, things are going to become so much easier. So to turn this into this, we're going to need a hammer, and we're also going to need a file, I believe. So let's have a look. File and hammer, and something like a plate, and that, and that, and a knife. Cool beans. So a knife plus a, I think it's a rubber sheet. Let's have a look. Knife and a rubber sheet gives us a rubber ring. Cool stuff. And I think for this we needed 2, didn't we? So let's get another rubber ring. Have a look inside here. So this guy requires 2 rubber rings. Yeah. We need the electro motor. So we need the iron, the copper cables, tin cables. How many tin cables have we got? Because we need a few tin cables actually, aren't we? So let's grab our copper and our tin. And to make the motor, we're going to need at least 2, aren't we? So let's get those done first. So we'll grab 2 of you. And we're going to need our rods. So let's use iron again with some redstone, because we're going to need to turn one of these into an electrolyzed one. So that. And poof. Or a magnetic iron one. Excuse my French. So that plus that. And then a few of you. Plus a little bit of this. Gives us our electric motor. You know, it's getting scary, because I'm starting to remember these recipes. I know I said this in the last episode. But once you start remembering Greg Tech recipes, you've gone to the dark side, my friend. All right. So we got those. We got our motor. We've got our rubber rings. We need another tin cable as well as a bronze fluid pipe. We need a tin screw, and we need a small tin rotor. So for one of these, we need 4 tin plates. We need a tin ring, and we need a tin screw. Tin ring is made with hammering a tin rod. Let's see how many of these we've actually got. So tin rod. We got any tin rods? Don't think I do. No. Alrighty then. So let's do this. So we'll get 1 in there. We're also going to need some plates. So we're going to have to do the plate bending. Let's wait for this to do its thing first. I don't really want to go using too many machines at once, because, you know, we can only put out so much power at once. And if it runs out, then we've basically just lost our material, which is a bit of a pain in the bum. So, but once we've got our backup power, we should be able to, you know, we should be kind of alright on that front. at least for the time being, until we need a higher voltage, which we soon will need, but for now, we're perfectly fine. So we need that. We need 4 plates, I believe. Let's have a look. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plates. We need a tin rod, and with this tin rod, we can turn it into a... oh, did I get it then? I did. Tin ring. And we're also going to need to go ahead and make another tin rod so we can turn it into the screw. I think it is. I think it's a screw. But when you put rods through here, I think you can place them back through again to make the smaller pieces. So you go from like a rod to like a bolt to a screw or something like that. You can do that. So we'll do that. You know, it saves us having to use our stuff, doesn't it? So there's 5 tin plates. 1 more than we need, but that's fine. And this should now give us the bit for that. I'm pretty sure we can put it back in there. Tin screw is tin bolts. Yeah, we can. So we can put bolts in there to get those. And to get bolts, we can put them in. A tin rod gives us 4 bolts. Oh, that's really good. You know, that's really, really good. Because normally we do like that. We only get 2 bolts. So we get more bolts doing it that way. Plus we get a small pile of tin dust doing it that way. So putting that back in there will give us 4, I think. Did it say? Tin rod. And do your thing. Do your thing. Or do we not? Can we not do that? I thought it said we could do that. Or can we not do that? Can we not make the iridium? Oh, I thought we could put that in there. Let's have a look again. You plus you. Tin screw, tin bolts. Tin bolts are made at a... Oh, we need a cutting saw. Oh, man. I thought we could do it in the lathe. Turns out we can't. Alright, so we're going to have to, you know, we're going to have to do it a different way. But that's fine. Once I get that machine, we're going to be rocking out and rolling. That's another one that's going to get added to my list then, to be able to do that. So, tin bolts. And to do this, we needed tin screws. So, tin screws, if we did them by hand, are made with the file, which I have out, which is good. So, that plus those gives us our tin screw. And yeah, I think that's about it. Let's have a look. So we want that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we need our file, we need our screwdriver, and our hammer. File, hammer, screwdriver. All right, man. These tin rotors, like they take all the things, don't they? So we need these guys in there. Let's put our hammer in there, our plates, ring. And screw gives a small tin rotor. Cool beans. And how are we looking? I think that's pretty much most of it, isn't it? We need the tin. We need another. Do we need another screw? I think we might need. I think we might need another screw. I can't remember how we turn these into this. Like I don't. It's gone. Did we use that? I can't remember how we actually turned that into that. How do we get the? You know what, we'll just do it in here. We'll just do it in here, because, you know, we was kind of on the way there, wasn't we? We've got another tin one anyway, so let's throw you in there. That will give us another rod, which we can turn into the bolts and into the screws. So, man, I'm so glad that I'm actually starting to finally understand this. My voice might be going, but I am starting to slowly get there. One tip at a time. So, alright, we've got our tin cables. Have we actually got enough tin for cables? We have, haven't we? So let's grab a couple more rubber. And that. So that gives us our tin cables that we need. And here comes our rod. With our little additional bit of tin, which is great. Because, you know, you can't moan about the additional bits. They're there for a reason. So, U plus U gives us bolts. And the finished recipe required a screw, so 2 of you plus a file gives us our screw. Alright, I think we're almost there. Is there anything else we need? We've got the LV machines, we've got those. We need some glass, didn't we? Let's grab a few bits of glass. And hopefully, that's going to go in the slots. Let's have a look. You gonna work? 10... oh, we need to finish the motor, don't we? Oh man, I'm miles ahead of myself right here. For this, oh yeah, no, we need to finish this first. So we need 10, we need those. Alright, I think I got this. Yeah. We're miles ahead of ourselves. So, let's get a... Is it a small bronze pipe? A bronze fluid pipe. Bronze fluid pipe. Yeah. Okay. Man, I thought we had it then. We're so close. So close. Alright, few of you. A little bit of tin. We need our wrench. Motor. You. And you. And you. Nice. Alright. So now what do we need? We need one of those. We need one more tin wire. And then it's the home straight. And then we actually got to make it. So that. And that. Can I just throw it in there? Is that going to work? It doesn't look like it. Alright, so that. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. 2 of those. And some glass. 1 basic canning machine. Oh yeah. So good. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to do is grab ourselves some salt. And, you know, I'm also going to need a place to put these wires. Where should we put these machines? Should we put them up there? Like, we could put them up there, but it's going to look really, really messy. I haven't really thought about this. I haven't really thought about where I'm actually going to place these machines. I kind of want them close because we start losing power the longer the line goes. So, you know what? For now, we're just going to put them in here, but it's going to look real messy. But you know what? It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. All right. So, whoop, we'll have you up there. Good stuff. And you know what, let's quickly have a sleep because it is night time. All the bad guys are going to be coming out. And I want to go around to the other side and block up that hole because I just saw a hole right there. Anything to do with electric and water does not mix. So I would like to make sure that every hole is not present. And that means, like, you know, we'll just kind of... Actually, no, that's kind of connect... Oh, no, that pipe's connected to it. That can actually be pretty bad. Oh, hello. Hello. I want your stuffs. Okay, alright. No steam's going in there, that's good. I really don't want my liquid kind of getting passed around these fluid pipes. I have a horrible feeling they might actually do that. We'll just have to wait and see. You know, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of worried. I've got a good reason to be worried, but we'll just see. You know, pretty much every episode of us doing Greg Tech, it comes to a point where I just kind of think, you know what, we'll push the button. And if it works, it works. Alright, so let's get some salt, because we're going to need salt to make the acidy stuff that we're going to place in it. Now, the really easy way to make salt is probably going to be to use pans, I think. We can use fresh water, and if we get some iron and a stick, pretty sure we can do this. So that, plus that, and that, and that. Yeah, it gives us salt, see? So salt can be used... Actually, no, we don't make a liquid from this. I don't think we make a liquid from this, and that's good. Do we make a liquid? No, we do. But it's not going anywhere. That's good. So sodium dust. We're probably going to want some more of that, so let's get a bouquet, and we'll grab a couple of these. So we'll grab you, and that. You know, it's free, isn't it? So we'll make a load of it. So that stuff, and then you, and whoof, gives us another 8 salt. Just pop you in there. And this is the stuff we want, the sodium dust. So this is going to do this for us. Now we're also going to need the casing for our battery. So let's have a look. The casing we're going to use. Now we're going to go with a lithium, I think. Lithium's going to be a good one because with the lithium we need... Oh no, maybe not lithium. Sodium? Yeah, sodium. So we can use a canning machine, which is 2 sodium plus a small battery will give us a small sodium battery. That's what we're going to go for now because, you know, it's kind of a cheap route and at least it gives us some backup power, which is the main thing. So that, and now we're going to need to make the battery. So the battery's going to be made like this. Now we need battery alloy, and I think to make battery alloy we need to use an induction smelter, and we mix antimony with lead. And that gives us 5. So let's see how many lead we have. I think I've got 1 in here. And we have... Oh, we've got loads up there. So 5 lead and an antimony. Have I got antimony? Am I even pronouncing that right? I don't even know. Yeah, we got 2. Alright. We haven't got a great deal, but you know, we got some, which is better than nothing. So that should give us that. Oh, we only need 4. That's alright then. And When we get that, that's going to allow us to make it into plates. And then we can make batteries, which is going to be great. So a battery requires a insulated tin cable. We have tin wires. Let's get ourselves another piece of the riddle. So a little bit of you, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Cool, cool. And poof. Cool, cool. And you know what? We're going to turn that into... Use our bending machine to make a couple of those. Man, that looks identical. I'm so going to get those confused. You can go back in there for the time being. That's going to be so confusing. Alright, so that's going to come out of there. And we should grab those. That's good. I'm pleased. Things are going alright so far. No explosions. A few derps, but nothing too drastic. Here we go. Battery alloy plate. Any second now. I'm going to go in there. There we go. Boom. Alright, so we can add these together to make a battery. So you and you and you gives me a small battery. And then we go into our canning machine, which again is going to have to go up here somewhere. So we'll just kind of break you. You can go here. And then, oh man, what did I just put there? What did I just put there? Is that a cable? Oh no, I put something right there. I've done it now. Oh no. How do I get this out of here? Go away. Get out of there. Alright, we can't use... Can I use a wrench? Why is there blocks flying everywhere? How do we break wires? Do we use a saw? Oh no, I think I broke the game. Hammer? I'm getting really worried. I think I've done something bad. Give it to me. Why can we not break this thing? Why does it not just... I can't even access this guy because this thing's in the way. You know what? We're just going to break it. I don't care. It'll break eventually. When it does break... There we go. Good stuff. Alright, I've got a magic block that's kind of flying around. I think I just wasted a wire, but except for that, I'm all good. So, let's do this now then, shall we? So we need you plus 2 of those is going to give me a battery. And that's good. So it's a reusable battery with 50,000 EU. That's pretty funky. Now, we're also obviously going to need our hull, aren't we? We're going to need our battery buffer. So our low voltage battery buffer is a LV machine hull plus tin wires and one of those. Which isn't all that bad. We just need a hull, which is going to require a load of steel, isn't it? We need something like 8 steel to make one of those hulls. So let's grab 8 steel. There we go. And we'll get you inside our bending machine. Man, that block is pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. I'm going to say it's pretty annoying right there. You know, we're probably going to have this kind of up around this somewhere. So maybe I can get it to kind of drop from over there. I don't want to be moving the machines because, you know, I don't trust myself moving complicated pieces of hardware. But, yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing a great deal, does it? Let's go over here. Maybe we can catch it this way. Oh, there we go. I got it. I think I got 2. Yeah, we got it. Nice. Wow, had me worried for a second there. If we actually got any steel plates, we might even have some steel plates kind of lying around from last episode. No, we don't. Alright, so to make one of these, we need all those steel plates and a wrench. Plus, we're also going to need tin cables. Did I see tin cables? I think I saw some tin cables in there as well. So, let's, how are you doing? You done your stuff? I think you have. Let's get a couple of tin on the go for those. Oh man. It's literally like some sort of military operation every time you want to make something with Greg Tech. So we need some of you, some of that. And we're also going to need 2 tin cables, which means we're going to need 2 rubber. And eventually we're going to have this on the go. Oh, we already got some in there. That's all right. So you plus you and that. And then these 2... side by side on this guy gives us our LV machine. Oh man, I think we could almost be there. We need 4 more tin wires and a... Did I say trap chest? We need a trap chest. We do need a trap chest, which means iron, stick, and that. Okay, so iron. We need some wood. Let's get a stick. Another piece of wood. You know what? I never use trap chests for anything. Like, literally nothing. So that. And we're going to need a chest. So that plus that gives us our trap chest. And tin cables. Alright, I think we actually might have done it. Watch out. That's per... do I need to do... I need to do one more, don't I? Alright. We're almost there. By the end of the episode, I'm going to have a fully done area. It's going to be beautiful. Going to be absolutely beautiful. So you... Okay. Oh, man, let's do this. So... Oh, it doesn't want to go in there straight away. So that. Those guys. And the trap chest. Boom! One low voltage battery buffer. Sweet! So let's decide where we're going to put this. I actually have no idea how this works. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put it... kind of... You know, I'm going to reorganize this whole room. So, we don't have machines up there. So, I think for now, let's start doing the battery buffer. And then we can go from there. So, let's place the battery buffer kind of up here. Battery buffer is looking good. D! Alright, we're making power. Yes. Nice. We're not actually sending that power back around the system at the minute, because I think we need it kind of coming out around here somewhere, but at least we're making power. It's a start. We have a reusable battery. We're looking pretty good. We can store 50,000 EU, which is going to be amazing. I am so happy about that. The next thing for me to do, I guess, between this and the next episode is to reorganize this machine space, because we've got a lot more machines than I originally intended to have in this little corner. Probably bring these ones down a little bit, or knock this wall out and have them lined across here. I kind of like the idea of having all of these iron pipes going into one chest. It's just a little bit easy, isn't it? So that's, you know, that's a thing. But we've got a canning machine, we've got our electrolyzer with some chlorine in there, so I need to get that stuff out of there, so I guess I'll pump that out at some point. And we've got our battery, which is almost done, so... yeah, we can probably loop this back around if we wanted to. Like, I think we could do that. We could have a Y coming out of there going into there, and then it would actually be a buffer, so... I'm pretty happy about that. Cool beans. Alright guys, so between this and the next episode, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make some more blast furnaces, bronze ones, so I can start producing more steel, because we're going to need an absolute arm and a leg's worth of steel for what we want to be making next. I'm kind of planning on going into a little bit of Steve's Cart soon, and Railcraft, because I know I said I was going to play with Railcraft. I totally intend to do that, because I think Railcraft is a fun mod, and I haven't done anything with Railcraft in a long time, so I'm probably going to do that. I'm kind of iffy about whether I actually want to make another bronze-plated blast furnace or go make a Railcraft blast furnace, but that means I need a lot of slime, and we need to go to the Nether, and I haven't actually been there yet. I don't even have a pickaxe yet that can actually mine obsidian, so that's kind of, you know, one thing. I could probably make a block breaker. That's the kiddie. Could make one of those, but hey, you know what? I'm cool in my room with my machines and all my things. I like it. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, don't forget to drop a like if you've enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel, then of course you can subscribe to see more content. Have yourself a great day, have a good one as always, and goodbye.